Hello, hello. There's Marlon Milo Davis.
Hey,
Welcome.
how you doing, Susie?
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while,
Yeah,
huh?
how are you?
I'm doing just fine. I'm doing great, man. I had a great show today. Boy, it's
Boy,
nothing.
yeah,
Don't get
this is how you remember my name. Susie
that.
McCrae. Susie McCrae, star of the day.
Susie, she was
I was.
one of the hula hooping honeys.
Oh, don't let out any secrets. And there we have the lovely Red Redfern. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Thanks. Hi guys, how you doing? Hi Milo.
Hey, how you doing, Red?
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
We're going to get this party started. How's that sound like? I'm going to
Sounds
do
like
my
it's
thing.
fantastic.
Okay, so Milo, you may want to mute yourself until we're ready. We usually ask, there you go. Just so welcome everybody. My name is Susie McCrae, and I'm coming to you from Amherst, Massachusetts, in the good old USA. So, welcome to the On Passive public webinar today. We are going to start, like I always say, 4 o'clock on the nose. And if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in for a treat today because someone who cares about you has invited you to learn about a business called On Passive. And the way it's going to run today is there's going to be panelists that you see on the screen that are going to talk about the business, and you're going to hear their stories. And we have a Q&A, and in the Q&A you can go down and you can type in any questions that come up throughout the webinar, and the lovely Red Redfern will do his best to answer these questions. This is not your typical type of webinar where there's a clock counting down telling you we're shaking you upside down and we want your credit card. That's not how we work. We want you to get back to the person who invited you. And if you want to jump on board and be a founder like the rest of us, which I think you just may want to do that after you hear all the excitement today, reach out to the person. If you have more questions, the person who invited you or any one of us, we can help you out. So I'm going to say hello to a few more people before we get started. Hello, Georgie is saying hi, Susie, to all. Bill Must. Yes, we saw Bill Must. Pam Stanovich, hello, how are you? David Switzer's here from Kansas City. He's saying, Kansas City Chief, you must be a Chief fan. I bet you are. The famous Kevin Rutledge is here. He says, hi, everyone. It's great. It's a great day to have a great day. I agree with you, Kevin. I agree with you. Um, Pam
Hello
is
to
doing great.
everybody.
Hey, there's Alberto. Hello, Alberto. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hope you had a Merry Christmas time. You enjoyed
Yeah,
it?
I love your background.
That's of course, it's for everybody.
I really like Feliz Navidad because I did my hula hoop to Feliz Navidad.
But we have to see it.
Oh, I posted it in the leadership council.
Ah,
You should have seen it. Hi, Dan Street. I know Dan saw it, I'm sure.
Yes, Susie, I saw it. I was dancing right along with you.
Okay. Yes. I also, Milo and Julie had me on their show. We get a surprise for that later. So welcome everybody. As you see, if you're watching this, you see the people on the screen are panelists for today's webinar. You're going to hear about a business called On Passive. You're going to see why we're smiling and we're having such a good time. You're going to see that there's people all across the globe. Alberto, where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
From Spain, that's right. And
Viva España.
Yeah, Redfern is Spain and the UK. And I know Milo is coming in from Tennessee and Dan Street from Colorado. I'm here from Massachusetts. Marty's here from New Jersey. But I know when I go down to this Q&A, I'm going to see a lot of people. I'm going to welcome a few more people, and then I'm going to do my little blurb, and we'll get started very soon. So there's Mike Ellis. Hello, Mike Ellis is on today. He's coming to us from Colorado. He'll be He'll be dissecting in a nice way this business and giving you a really, really good overview. And you'll understand why we're excited about this business. I don't know about you guys, but if after Saturday's webinar, I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see. Bill Musk says everything's just great. That's great. We have someone here from Alaska. Oshanzi Yang, hello. Saying hi to everyone. Oh, Stefan is here. We are all doing well. Clara Nolt is saying hello to Milo, and she hopes to see you soon. Willow Griffith is here from, let's see, hello from Valerie Willow Griffith. Hello, Peter Rogers. Hello, Peter, how are you? Al is here from Wisconsin. Leon Daniel is here saying hi to Susie and Milo from Cleveland, Tennessee. John Barilla is here from New York City. I'm hoping a lot of folks I invited will show up. Well, we hope they do too. Roberto from Colombia. Told you we're in all different countries. We have Edison saying hello from the Philippines. Hello, we love the Philippines. John White is here from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Ron is here from Gresham, Oregon. Hello. Arthur Gully, AKA the Godfather. He has an offer you can't refuse. And I'm just going to tell you, those of you who are joining us for the first time, or maybe the second time, and you're looking at this business, you're gonna see something that you can't say no to. That's why we're all smiling and we're happy. This is a public webinar. You're going to learn about the business on passive. What's it all about? Don't worry if you don't digest it all today. That's okay. You're going to hear from other people about this business and get back to the person who invited you, because the only way to become a founder is through invitation. So you're going to want to go running back and hug and kiss. Well, with COVID, I don't know about the hugging and kissing, but you're going to want to thank the person who invited you. We have Barb on as a panelist. Hello, Barb. Barb, where are you coming in from?
I'm from Canada.
Oh, we've got the lovely country Canada here today. Great. Well, welcome. And I see we've already got Marty on, but we're going to give it a few more minutes, Marty, and we'll start at 4 o'clock. Is that good for you? Okay, great. I'm going to finish saying hi to a few people, and then I'll do my little spiel and we'll get this party going. Hi, Roy McPhail from Canada. He's saying hi to everyone and Happy New Year. Joseph is saying hello from Nigeria. Told you we're in over 200 countries. We're global. We have William saying hello from Ottawa, Canada. Hello. We have someone else from Ontario. Harry, hello. Charles from Wisconsin. Hello. The great Susie McCrae, star of the day. Yes, I'm the star of the day today. Diane is here from the British Columbia in Canada, and Happy New Year to all. Chris Johnson from Michigan is in the house. And Chris is saying, welcome. Sorry, my phone. Welcome to all the upcoming founders. John Barilla, hello. He said it was great. He saw the webinar. Diana Ortega is saying hello from New York City. Yvonne Finn is from Toronto, Canada. Hello. Marilyn Stoneberger from Arizona. Fatmata Sano from London, UK. We have Tanya here from Montenegro. This is like unbelievable. Ivan's here from Springville, Utah. We've got some from Philly. We've got the lovely Cynthia Brown from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So let me stop this for a second and just welcome everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday public webinar. You've been invited here, or you're already a founder and you're tuning in because you just love to come to the webinars. I do too. We learn something new each time. The people you see on the screen are panelists. You're going to hear about a business called On Passive. You were probably invited by someone who cares about you, or you're watching this recording and they sent it to you. So welcome. The way it's going to work is we're going to talk a little bit about this business, and then you're going to hear from panelists as to why they jumped on board to become founders in what we all feel is the perfect business. And, you know, I was really thinking about things today. I was being interviewed on another show, and one of the things I really love about this business is nobody is going to be left behind. That is like so unbelievable. We all say we're in it to win it, and we are. We are all in it to win it. And you're going to understand why we're saying that once you hear about this business. And that is just so satisfying to hear that, and so comforting that you have an opportunity to hear about this business. We don't pester, we don't pressure, we don't convince people. Doesn't matter if you've been in business before, if you've ever been online, if you've ever marketed, if you have your own business or not. This business is for everyone, because we truly have the best CEO, Ash Mufareh, who is not going to leave any of us behind. This business is for everybody. And you're going to see, once you jump on board and catch the vision, that you're going to be in it to win it too. So the Q&A is open down there. Go ahead and ask your questions. Red will do his best to get back to you. I apologize that I didn't get to say hi to everybody, but we like to start on time. This runs about an hour or so. Sit back, digest the information, get back to the person who invited you if you have any more questions. But I get the feeling you're going to jump on board and be smiling like the rest of us after today. So thank you for joining us. Marty, he's our master of ceremonies. I'm going to let you take it away, Marty.
Susie, thank you very much. Great job as always. Welcome everybody. Hey, Marlon, how you doing? Barb, hello, welcome. My buddy Alberto's here. Dan, Mike. Yeah, we'll get started. A little about myself first. My name is Marty DeGarmo. I've been online since 2004. Lost a lot of money in the first 10 years, a lot of money trying to find that elusive how to make money online. It's simple. Yeah. Anyway, I found out it's not quite that simple, and I didn't know what I didn't know. And time went on, we did learn how to market. I met up with Mike Ellis and Dan Street, and our marketing skills together was pretty good. Problem was, after we learned, you finally learn skills, I found that we were on the other side of the spectrum where we couldn't bring anybody with us. We could make money, we could do whatever, but I couldn't duplicate what I was doing. And I don't care what company it was. They would promise you can, follow me, do this, do that, and you'll be able to do what I'm doing. And it's just not true. It didn't happen. In fact, some of the people that I got under didn't know what they were doing either. So, you got to go 50 people up just to find somebody that might know, and they're not sharing, or they can't duplicate. And that's not unique. I'm not saying something that all of you don't already know if you've been online for an hour and a half, okay? If you're looking to make money online, you find that out right away. I didn't quit because I knew there was something about online and building a business online, leveraging and building teams is powerful if you can get the right business, the right people at the right time. Well, about 20 months ago, going on 2 years now, we were getting fed up with where we were, and yeah, we built a large team, but it didn't mean anything because people quit. You have to learn how to bring in people faster than they quit. And I thought, man, there's something wrong with this, but it's not. But the problem was, you bring people in, they don't make any money. They don't make any money, they quit. Stop brain surgery. So we all started looking for something that gives everybody an equal playing field. Everybody gets the same pitch. Everybody has the same chances. You don't have to be a guru. Anybody can be successful. Well, actually, I thought while I'm saying that to myself in my head that it probably didn't exist. It was pie in the sky. Well, thank God I ran into Peter and Red, and they were doing something, and I'm nosy, and I'm always looking. I don't usually answer people that ask me. I go look because I can find out more that way. So found Peter and Red, and I said, "What are you guys doing?" They said, "You got to see this. It's on Passive." Passive. Now, I might have heard something a little before that, but not enough to spark my interest. So I looked at what they were doing, and I said, "Okay, pretty quick check off. Can I make money? Yep. Can I bring people with me and they'll make money? Yeah. I'm in." Okay. And I didn't know anything else, but that was enough that, you know, then when I got in, I learned as we went, and me, Mike, and Dan got together and found out that first I thought it was too good to be true, and it is. Then I found out it's even better than I thought. And you don't have to believe us, but it is better than what I thought it was. In fact, every week I realize there's something more involved in this business that just blows me away. I don't get blown away. I'm 400 pounds, okay? I get blown away from this business. And what happened was, when we first got in, we felt it's very important to meet the captain of the ship. Who is running this unbelievable idea? Who's running this massive machine? And his name was Ashley Farah. So I thought, well, I want to meet him. But obviously, I knew he was busy. So we figured, well, let's just build a team as fast as we can, and he'll come to us. Because I would, right? I mean, wouldn't you, if you got someone in your team that's doing really well, you'd say, "Oh, well, what are you guys doing?" And he did. About a year and 14, 15 months ago, and he called me on the phone. "This is Ashley Farah." And you know it's him. You can imitate that voice or the way he talks. And I said, "Yeah." And he asked us, he goes, "You guys are doing really good, blah, 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 blah." And I got to meet him that first time. And I said, "Whoa, this is a unique individual. He is totally different than anybody I've ever met." One is he has the resources to build this thing that he's building. Two is he doesn't want to keep all the money. He's going to spread the wealth amongst the people. That blew me away. And I thought, this guy's too good to be true. Well, it makes sense. The company's built is too good to be true, and so is he. But as time went on, I've talked to him hundreds of times since then, and he's the real deal. He's an unbelievable human being, and he cares about people. So he built this empire, is what it is now. And to give it justice, I'm going to turn it over to Mike Ellis, because I will talk in circles. You guys will have no clue what I'm talking about. And he will explain this in detail. Now, look, you'll get a little bit about it. You'll get enough, either you get it, or for some odd reason you don't, but enough that maybe you want to ask for more info. So let me turn this over to my friend, my business partner, Mike Ellis, to give you the details about this great business. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, no, thanks, Marty. I appreciate that. If we're talking about OnPassive, we're talking about building wealth. And I know everybody on this webinar at one time or another has thought about, how do I build wealth? And this webinar is primarily for new people. And we're going to give you a way forward that's ironclad, that you can actually start building wealth and even live that lifestyle perhaps you've only dreamt of as of today. OnPassive, it is a monster. It is a massive company. There are a ton of moving parts to OnPassive. And as we look at OnPassive, it truly is revolutionary because of what Ash Mufareh has done, because of his vision, and because of the way he has structured OnPassive. And when I say that, although OnPassive has a lot of moving parts, it is massive. What he's done for us, those individuals that want to come in, build wealth, and participate with OnPassive, he's made it very, very easy for us. And when I first started listening to Ash Mufareh, I took away 4 concepts that are easy to understand. And when you link them together, you actually find a way forward to build wealth. Now, OnPassive is an AI IT company. So they are primarily an artificial intelligence, informational technology product company, and they are customer based. But we have the privilege to come in and participate with Ash Mufareh And Marty's right. Ash wants to share the wealth with us, and you'll see that as I proceed. But because of that, it's just an awesome thing. Once you find it and understand it, you just have a way forward. So I want to talk about 4 concepts that makes it very, very easy for those individuals that want to participate with Unpassive. And the first one I heard from Ash was really refreshing. And the first one was, as you come into Unpassive and start to participate, you will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. And Marty, Dan, and I, we've been in many businesses throughout the years, and that never happened. These businesses, as you come in, they might mean well, but they're always taking money away from you. And very rarely do you make anything. That is not Unpassive. Unpassive, you will come in, you will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. Absolutely love that when I first heard it. The next thing is truly astounding. As you come into Unpassive and you start to participate with Unpassive, Unpassive is going to guarantee that you make money. They are going to force you to be successful. They're going to make sure that you put money in your pocket. Now, I have never heard an argument against this. Everybody loves this. And when I first heard it, I didn't believe it. It's just something, when you hear it, you just go, well, yeah, it's nice, but you can't say that. That's impossible. It's impossible to do that or say that. And what Ash Mufareh has done in the structure of Unpassive and the pay structure of Unpassive, after I reviewed the numbers, understood what he was doing, yeah, he can absolutely say that. And as you come into Unpassive and start to participate, you flat out will make money, and you will get to that position over time to take care of all of those financial needs. That is so unique. It is why Unpassive, again, is revolutionary. So how is Unpassive going to do all of this stuff? Unpassive, as we come in, they are going to help all of us build our business. And how are they going to do that? They're going to drive traffic, and they're going to drive massive traffic. And Marty, Dan, and I, we've been driving traffic for a dozen years. We know how to do it. We're pretty good at it. But when we saw what Ash Mufareh was doing with his team of technicians in India, about 800 strong right now, they build all the products of Unpassive, and they do the support work for Unpassive. But when we saw the kind of traffic they drove, it just paled what we just paled compared to what they are doing. And I'll give you a couple of examples of the kind of traffic that they're going to be driving for us. About 6 months ago, Ash Mufareh and his team decided to turn on the spigots to the traffic, and their goal was to bring in 1 million opt-ins. They did not put a time frame on it. It could have been 3 months, 6 months, a year. They did not put a time frame on it, and they just cranked it up, and they let their traffic run. And in 4 days, they brought 1 million opt-ins into Unpassive. And an opt-in is someone that comes in, is interested, puts their name and email address, and sends it to the company. Getting that many opt-ins in 4 days is unbelievable. It's unheard of. And here's the caveat. Unpassive, AI, artificial intelligence company. 6 months ago, they did not use the artificial intelligence they have today, which is absolutely stellar. And when we combine the traffic to the AI, I believe that bringing in 1 million opt-ins rather than 4 days will be 2 days or 1 day or 12 hours. And then you extrapolate that over 365 days, 1 year. The amount of traffic that Unpassive is going to be driving for us, getting good qualified eyes in front of what we're doing, having them come in, love it, pay, and join is just remarkable. Because of that, because of the sheer volume that Unpassive is going to be driving for us, it's one of those things you want to keep in the back of your mind, because Unpassive is going to be doing things that no other company has ever done in the history of the world, not even the history of the internet. So as we look at Unpassive, traffic, very, very important, and the amount of volume that Unpassive is going to be driving for all of us. Now, obviously, if you're a company, you've got to have a product. And if you have a product, you've got to have customers. As we look at the customer side of OnPassive and the products, they are the best of the best. They are proprietary. They're built from the ground up. They are cutting edge technology. Again, AI IT company, artificial intelligence, informational technology. And as we look at the products of OnPassive, customers will come in and use these products and they will never leave. Why? The products of OnPassive do a couple of things. Number one, as people come in, they're using something that is superior to anything else online. What does that do for them? It makes their job easier, whatever they're doing. But it also makes their bottom line better. And when you come in, you get a superior product at a lower price point, they will never leave. Now, what are these products? Initially, Ash started out with an automated marketing platform, and the automated marketing platform has all the tools we use to market online, whether it's a page builder, whether it's a funnel builder, whether it's traffic, whether it's a communication module. All the tools that we use to market online are on this automated marketing platform. That market is huge. And these tools, again, they are built from the ground up, they're proprietary, and they are cutting edge at a lower price point, the best of the best. Some of the other tools that they have to do with many different sectors online: HR, human resources, communication module. And you always want to remember that the traffic is one of those tools of OnPassive. As customers come in and use these tools, they are absolutely going to love them. And primarily, OnPassive is a customer-based business, even though we have the privilege of participating with OnPassive. And these customers, they're just absolutely going to love the products of OnPassive. So they have everything. Those four concepts alone, self-funding, forced to be successful, traffic, customer is royalty. With these four concepts, it is 100% automated business. And remember, you come in, you participate, and as you do that, OnPassive is going to build your business for you. It will be 100% automated. You don't have to do anything extraordinary like Marty talked about. You don't have to be a guru. You don't have to have a skill set. OnPassive is built for us to be successful. Absolutely love that. So how do we all come into OnPassive? Today, there is a position in OnPassive. It is a founder position. It is a $97 position. You come in, pay the $97, and all the $97 does is it locks your position in OnPassive. More importantly, it locks your position in the pay structure of OnPassive. Now, there are some other benefits as you come in and become a founder. If you have the inclination and the skill sets to build a team, and that's what you want to do, you can do that between now and the time we launch to the world. And we are in the process of that launch today. It is happening as we speak. But if you're a builder, you can come in and build a team. There are some really tangible benefits to building a team if you can. But remember, OnPassive, it's 100% automated. If you cannot do that, we will all get to that place of financial freedom in time. If you're a team builder, you're going to get there a little sooner because you're going to have a little larger team to start out with. But if you are not, don't worry about it. You will get to that same place of financial independence. So as we look at OnPassive, how do we all come into OnPassive as they launch to the world? Again, that $97 was just to lock you into OnPassive and their pay structure. So as OnPassive launches to the world, we will all come into OnPassive as customers. And we will come in and there will be one membership level. And we will pay that membership fee. It's going to be between $100 and $250. That is the fee. You will come in, you will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. And as we do that, we come in and pay the fee, we go into the back office, we click a button, and we all become independent resellers of the IT products. Do not let that scare you. That is a title they have to give us in order to pay us. And once we have that title, they can pay us. But OnPassive, again, 100% automated. Let's back up to the membership level. The membership level fee, it is a monthly fee, but you will never have to go out of pocket but once. And because the way OnPassive has structured OnPassive, this is part of the genius of what Ash and his team have done. You will pay once, and the preceding months will be paid from the proceeds, the profits of OnPassive. This is some really, really cool stuff that has never been done before. And as you look at it and you look at the sheer genius behind it, coming in 100% automated business, paying once, never having to pay again, and being guaranteed that you're going to make money. It's just something you will have never heard before, online or offline. It has never been done before. Now, I want to get into the compensation program just a little bit. I really can't get into depth with the compensation program because it is proprietary, and Ash Mufareh does not want us to release that to the world until we launch to the world. And again, we are in the process of doing that. And it makes sense. He doesn't want to give our competition a leg up. But I can give you a little idea of how it's going to work. As we come in and we're participating with OnPassive and they launch to the world, OnPassive is going to go to the automated marketing platform. They're going to pull out one of the tools, and that tool is traffic. They're going to start driving massive traffic for all of us. And the way it works, OnPassive is going to start bringing in customers, and they're going to start bringing in independent resellers of the IT products. The independent reseller of the IT product is the position you can get into OnPassive after they launch. You will not be able to become a founder after the launch of OnPassive, but you will be able to be an independent reseller of the IT product. And what's going to be happening is he's going to be driving traffic, bringing in customers, independent resellers, and the sheer volume that he's going to be doing will land under all of us as founding members of OnPassive. And the volume is going to be massive. It's not going to be a few sales here or there. And I hear that every once in a while, and they're just wrong. The number of people that will be coming into OnPassive, and you'll see that very, very shortly, are in the millions and the tens of millions. And all of those individuals as founding members participating with OnPassive will land underneath us. Now, if you're one individual, those people will start piling underneath you, and you will get paid off of that volume. If you are a builder, it's a little bit different. The process is the same. They're going to run the same traffic. They're going to get volume underneath you. But because you have a team, they're also going to put volume under your team members. And because of that, because they're your team, you also get paid for that. That's why when I say there's a tangible benefit to building a team, because of your team, you're just going to get to that financial place you want to be quicker. But again, if you can't do that, the sheer volume that OnPassive is going to be driving for all of us is going to build our team, is going to increase our pay day by day, month by month, year by year. And over time, and I'm not talking about years here, over time, that bottom line will be taken care of depending on your circumstances and how much you need. So that's kind of how Ash and OnPassive is going to pay us. I can't get into the pay structure, but as we launch to the world, believe me, I'll get into it. You'll understand all of it. I want to stick with the volume side of OnPassive because it's so important for us as founders, as people participating with OnPassive. As we look at the sheer volume OnPassive is going to be doing, I want to look at one product, just one product, and it's a webinar service. Today, we're doing a webinar with a Zoom webinar service. I can tell you the Zoom that we're doing today, this webinar we're doing today, is extremely old technology. It is ancient. And Zoom is one of the big dogs on the block. There are about 25 other companies that have a webinar platform online, but Zoom's probably the biggest one. And they are worth multiple billions of dollars. I believe because of the products of OnPassive are superior, cutting edge, best of the best at a lower price point. I believe in a year's time, I'm not sure Zoom will be in business because of the one product of OnPassive, their webinar service. And in fact, with this one product, in a year's time, I believe OnPassive could be a unicorn company, a company that has a value of over $1 billion. In fact, we know this today. As OnPassive launches to the world, it's coming very, very quickly now. We know that OnPassive, its market value will be $3 billion. Now, to give you an idea of how unique that is, it has never been done in the history of the world. There has never been a company as they launch as a unicorn company, much less a $3 billion company. And a unicorn company is just 1 billion. OnPassive, because of what they're going to be doing, is going to be extraordinary. But when we look at the sheer volume that OnPassive is going to be bringing in, I believe just with the webinar service, it will be tens of millions of people coming into OnPassive just for this one product. OnPassive today has 49 other products. And when you add these products, all of them just as good as a webinar service, that's when OnPassive will launch as a $3 billion company. The amount of people that will be coming into OnPassive, the amount of volume that they'll be doing, it is extraordinary. And once you understand the 4 concepts and the volume that's going to be coming in, you will understand that you're in a position to take advantage of everything OnPassive, and to take care of that bottom line, your financial future. I want to end with one other thing, and it really kind of shows the genius behind Ash Mufareh and why all these people are going to be coming in. I believe as OnPassive launches, I believe 80% of the people coming into OnPassive will be customers. And they're going to come in for the reasons that I've mentioned. The products, their superior price point is lower, makes their work easier, and it makes their bottom line better. And they have a pretty good budget. They'll be able to come in, they'll pay a monthly fee, and that bodes really, really well for us, because when a customer comes in and pays a monthly fee, all of a sudden our income becomes residual income. And over time, it becomes residual walkaway income. In other words, you're done. You don't have to do anything else. So that 80% will come in, they'll love the products, they'll use the products, and they'll pay the monthly fee with no problem. They've got a good budget. But there's another percentage, maybe it's 20%, that will come in, they'll get the products, pay the monthly fee, and they're going to love it. But it's a little different for them. Their budget is a little tighter. And they're always wondering if they can pay the next month's bill, and if they can't, what do they delete? What Ash Mufareh has done is absolutely genius. As these individuals come in and they start paying the monthly fee for the products of OnPassive, over time, the cost of those products will go down. Over time, the cost of those products will be zero. And over time, OnPassive is going to pay them to use the tools. Now, when that sinks in, that is so revolutionary. You have a company doing that, you have to participate with them. It's never been done before. And what's going to happen with this 20% that all of a sudden is getting paid from OnPassive, whatever they were doing, if they brought another company on the automated marketing platform for OnPassive to drive traffic, that they're making more money with OnPassive than they are with the company that they were trying to promote. They're going to junk that company, they're going to come in, and they're going to be full-time OnPassive. This is the genius behind OnPassive. This is why when OnPassive launches to the world, the internet is just going to explode. This is so revolutionary. There will be companies, very, very large companies online today, that in 12 to 18 months will no longer be here because of OnPassive. That's how massive it is. That's how big, that's how many moving parts OnPassive has. But as you look at OnPassive, I always recommend you continue to discover and research OnPassive. Marty said it earlier, it just gets better and better and better. But at the same time, keep it simple. You have time to learn everything that's in OnPassive. But if you keep those 4 concepts in the back of your mind with the volume, as you come in at self-funding, forced to be successful, they're going to drive traffic for you to build your business, and customers and product, it is royalty. If you keep those in the back of your mind with the volume, you will have found a way forward to really start taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, and just take those financial pressures off of you and the people that you're involved with. It's some really, really cool things that are happening here today. Come on in, become a founding member, pay the $97. It will be the best $97 you ever spent. And in a very, very short period of time, we're going into the soft launch and then the hard launch. They are connected. Once that happens, just get ready because your life, it absolutely is going to change. Marty, I'm going to hand it back over to you and fill in any of the blanks that I might have left out there.
Tell if you left anything out. Very good, Mike. Very good. Before I move on to the special guest, Dan, do you have anything?
Well, yeah, I do. Just to kind of reiterate a little bit on what Mike was saying, I like to emphasize the fact that this webinar is for the new people. I mean, a lot of us founders have been here for quite a while, and we want to introduce and make sure everybody that is being exposed to this for the first time gets a real good appreciation of what it's all about. And to piggyback on what you said, Marty, gosh, every day we learn more and more exposed to more and more of what OnPassive has to offer. And I think that's what you've got to take a look, and we're surprised every day. It just keeps getting better and better and better. And we've been on a 20-month journey that has just been, needless to say, it's been amazing. And it just, the progression of this company has been nothing but positive. There's been very few, if any, setbacks. We just see it keep going forward and forward and forward. And a couple of things I'd just like to fill in here are that these are proprietary products. These are going to be patented products. They're working on all of that right now. I mean, so nobody's going to be able to copycat this stuff. These things are built from scratch. You'll recognize some of these products, but this is AI technology and built from scratch and unlike anything you've ever seen before. The other thing that some of the companies that you may have been exposed to in the past deal with are the fact that they're only going to allow you to make so much money. They have a cap on the amount of money that you can make. Well, that doesn't happen with OnPassive. OnPassive, it's unlimited. It's infinite, the amount of money you can make. And as we listen to Ash in the webinars over and over and over again, he comes up with more ways to pay us, which is very, very exciting. So, you know, that just says a lot about the leadership, the integrity, the honesty, and the character of the leadership, and pretty much exclusively Ash Mufareh and the team he's put together. So when another thing when you're thinking about a company is you've got to think about the company. Is it global, or is it just a local company? This is a global company. We're in 212 plus countries, and once this thing is launched, it will go viral instantly. This is AI technology, viral instantly. So wrap your brain around that one. And for $97 to have the opportunity to be exposed to something like this is, well, it's a bargain, and it's a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. So all of you that are considering this, I would recommend just plop down the $97 and enjoy the ride with us. That's all I have for now, Marty.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's automated, done for you, hands-free. They build a team for you. You pay them to do it, and you only have to pay one time. The rest of it comes out of your profits. I mean, my gosh. And the other thing is I've met so many cool people. I mean, I've got friends worldwide. I'm going to bring on Red. He does the Q&A. Red has actually been in this longer, maybe, or as long as anybody here, longer than us. Red, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, Marty, Mike, Dan, and the rest of the panelists? Nice to see you all on here. I've got two questions, actually, which is pretty good. The first one came from Jane Helms. She said, is our data secure on the platform? And if so, how are they making it secure? Very good question. It's security now, especially data security is a massive thing now. Now, as far as the OnPassive platform is concerned, they are 100% compliant as far as data is concerned, and that is throughout the world. When to make that more secure as well, everybody has a unique login name and password, and the only information that OnPassive have of you is your name and email and a phone number. You do not have any other information as far as OnPassive is concerned. Now, if you are worried about monies, etc., that you'll be paid from OnPassive, this is going to be organized and done through a third party. So the third party will require a KYC, which is know your customer, and you will have to go through security to open your wallets. And also there'll probably be a 2FA security with that as well. So as far as your wallets are concerned, that is held by a separate third party. And as far as OnPassive is concerned, they will only be holding your name, email, and a phone number. And the other question I've got here is, hasn't given a name, but they've said, if you're not a business and have no product, how is the revenue going to come to you based only on the initial investments? Do you have to participate in any OnPassive activity, or are the returns coming to you as a shareholder? Now, it's a pretty good question. Let's start from the beginning. OnPassive is a business. It was first registered back in July of 2018 in Florida, and subsequently now we are registered in over 200 countries around the world. We are legal and above board, and we have over 50 different products, services, and tools all in one place that people will use. We are a customer-based company, and at the moment we are in pre-launch, and we are looking for founders to participate within the company. When we launch, we are going to invite customers to use these products. This is where the revenue will come from, because we estimate at least 70% of the customers would just want to use the product. They are not worried about making any money from using the products. They just want to have a cheaper, better service than the one they're already using. And as far as do you have to participate in any OnPassive activities, the answer to that is no, because it is 100% done for you, automated. It's completely hands-free. If you don't want to do anything, you don't have to do it. But as Mike Ellis said, there is tangible reasons to get involved and share this opportunity with other people, because it is in your own interest to build a team and to get to that financial goal a lot quicker. You'll be cutting time frames. Anyway, that's it. Thanks very much, Marty. Over to you, mate.
Thanks, Fred. To add to the security part, Ash is actually has a team of people that hack into our own system. So they do whatever they can to break into it to see how secure it is. And that's being done on an ongoing basis. So they actually try to break into their own accounts. Something very smart to do, by the way, because there are a lot of people out there that want to break in. But a lot of this stuff is, there won't be anybody more secure than OnPassive, I can tell you that. Daryl Cook, do you have anything you want to add, sir? Maybe not. Daryl, you there? There he is.
Hey, Marty, I'm here in the dark. How are you?
That's okay. I'm always in the dark.
Well, again, you caught me daydreaming. We've been watching and listening, and I always love to hear Red's comments about the questions. And the one thing that I would like to add is this. When I had an opportunity to try to build a business on my own, I had to try to learn everything and never got success. And so that was the big thing that I saw with OnPassive when my good friend Dan Street invited me. He says, look, this is a way that we might be able to level the playing field. And I just hope that folks can see that vision. I talked a little bit today on community about what I saw with OnPassive. When we can level the playing field, when we can allow people to come in and have the same opportunity, whether they never marketed or if they're a big gun in the marketing field, we can all play the game, and OnPassive is going to be the one that's going to generate that for us. So I thank you for the opportunity just to say a few words. Guys, panel, thank you so much.
Thanks, Daryl. Thank you very much. He always has words of wisdom for sure. Charles Olsong, are you there? I know I didn't give you a heads up. I just saw you in the crowd and I wanted to drag you on here. You have a few words. Charles, are you on? Maybe not. Okay, I'll move on. Another person I'd like to introduce is Alberto Sanchez. He's on the Leadership Council. He's a very good man. I've been to a couple of his webinars. He's building a team in Spain. He has a large team. Great person. He's on here today to give his story about OnPassive. Go ahead, Alberto.
Hello to everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, or maybe good morning, depending on where you're living. Here we have now around 10:39 p.m. So why I joined OnPassive? It's really curious because I'm coming from a shoe trade, an export department because I speak several languages, and also in the food care trade. And by coincidence, in the past 20 years ago, I started also a multi-level system. Afterwards, I had also the experience with the network marketing, like Mike, Marty, and Dan says. And so I said, what should I do in the future? We have to build a team, which is very, you have to work very, very hard for it to reach the top, which is not easy for everybody. And I said, oh, at the moment, leave it as it is. So now suddenly the COVID arrives, which obviously is not a positive thing. But it sounds negative on one side because it is hard. It's a hard time. We have to go through it. But on the other side, I have to say, for me personally, it's positive because I joined OnPassive. A friend of mine, he is a Spaniard. He has an Austrian friend. He lives here in Spain too, near where we live. And he had a conversation with him. And the Austrian guy already was a co-founder and spoke about him concerning OnPassive. And he was not sure if he understood everything. And he said, what I should do now, because I can't listen to an English webinar. I can't listen to a German webinar. What should I do? And then suddenly he say, oh, my friend Alberto, he knows several languages, maybe he can help me. So he phoned me, can we meet us? It was in May, still the pandemic. We should be at our home place. And I said, okay, if you are okay, no COVID, if you are not have this COVID yourself, then okay, come to my place or I come to your place. So we met, and then he spoke about what he thought he understood about OnPassive. And he said, but can you do me a favor? Can you join a webinar? So I said, yeah, I can, but I need, how can I enter? So he gives me the password, etc. So I joined the first time a German webinar. And after the German webinar nearly was finished, I had several questions. And when they asked me, where are you from? I say, I'm in Spain, but I lived before in Germany many, many years. And they say, you are living in Spain. Could we have your email address and your phone number? I say, what do you want from me? I say, no, because we know many people in Spain, maybe we can do something together. And so it started for me, the first step, listen to OnPassive and being interested in OnPassive. And I say, why? As I mentioned before, I've been in a multi-level system and also network marketing, but it is hard work. I don't want to say that it's not a hard work what we are doing, but you don't need to create a team. You don't need to do a lot of things. Just pay $97 plus $5 for the administration. And then, as Mike said, when OnPassive starts, the first month, it's around $150, $250 we have to pay once, and that's all. And the rest is the company doing for you. Of course, everybody thinks, that can't be true, because that is like how you say, a story which never ends. Of course, it will never end because it has already started, and we are on the boat. And we invite you to come on the board, because coming back to my friend, when he asked me, I told him right away, I say, I want to be a co-founder. I want to put in, initially I say $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000, and he said it's not necessary. You heard right, $97 for one idea. If you want to have a few more, you can have it, but it's not necessary. And I say, oh, it's the first time that someone says to me, you don't need to put more money in. So it's incredible, because normally they pull your leg, as the English people say. And in this case, it's completely reversed. They help you. And so I started then to create the Spanish webinars without thinking about if I will get something for it or not. It's just because I felt like to do it, to help other people. And that is what on Passive, through Ash Mufareh, is transmitting us. He helps us. Of course, he will be anyway a millionaire or more, but he says a little part of that what I get, I will split it, I will share it with other people. And that is something, as Mike said, I've never seen before. And honestly, I was looking the last few years to find something, but I never thought to find something like this. This is unique, and I think I found it on the right time, on the right place, on the right moment, and I'm with the right people. Because thanks to On Passive, I could join it, because it is a little bit in delay. We know everybody, but I prefer this small delay instead of coming on the market and have after 2-3 weeks or months time a big problem, and we have to go 1 or 2 or 3 steps backwards. But that is not necessary, because shortly On Passive, as Mike said, will come on the market, and with all the tools they have mentioned, and that will be something which will explode the mind of 1 million of people, because they will not believe what On Passive will show them. And that is why I'm here. The other thing is that I never thought to become a leadership council member. When I was asked, I said it's a joke, or I can't believe it, because I did a few webinars, but not just that, because of course I created with my friend, the Austrian guy, Wolfgang Lambauer, the Spanish webinar, but through a German co-founder, which is Mike Sprotte, we created a team together, and we created practically the same webinar, but obviously in each language, in German, in Spanish, and in English, because we are also doing an English webinar each Saturday. We did it together, and that is unique, to be involved together. And through this teamwork, I was exposed to become a leadership member. And I say thank you very much. And I also, when Mike, for example, he couldn't attend the German webinar, he asked me if I can jump in. It was once 5 minutes before. And I say, are you silly? 5 minutes before? I am not prepared. But I improvised, because by the end, what we are telling you is not a lie. We are telling you the truth. And everybody of us, practically, we say always the same, what On Passive is offering you. So it depends on, in any country, in any language, everything is the same. And that is a nice thing. And I'm sure shortly we will see us personally, and that will be fine and happy. And if you are interested in, as Mike said, or Marty, go to the person who invited you today, ask him how you have to register and to become a co-founder. Thank you very much. And as my background says, I wish you a happy new year to everybody and good health. Thank you.
Robert, fantastic. Alberto, fantastic, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic,
right,
Rob.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm going to move on to our special guest. Ladies first, I guess, Milo, so I'll come to you second. Barb, this is the first time I met you. I've seen Milo before, but I've seen your name, but I never met you. Come on and give us your story.
Hello, it's great to meet everybody. I'm really excited about everything that's going on. I just wanted to share a little bit about my story. I got into this kind of line of work in 2017. I've always been a business owner and run brick and mortar businesses and real estate investing and stuff like that. But in 2017, I'd lost a son in my home and fell into a real serious depression and couldn't get out of bed for like a year. I never ever been online, never used anything online ever. I was always too busy working to get online. But I woke up one evening and found a business online, and for some strange reason, I just hit it and joined this business. So needless to say, I had no idea what I was doing, had no idea how to work the internet or how to work any platforms or anything like that. But within 6 weeks, I had a team of 26,000 people. I was earning a 6-figure income and was also placed on a leadership board in that company. So I was absolutely blown away and just felt like all heaven opened up. And I literally got pulled by the hair saying, get up and get going. You just can't stop your life because of this death. You've got to move on. So all that was great and wonderful. And like I heard one of you panelists saying about people joining and stuff, out of 26,000 people, I might have had maybe 100 that bought these products and really worked and stayed in the business. So all that really didn't matter. But the greatest thing I did love about all of it was the friendships that I met and the life-changing experiences I went through with people just by getting into what I got into. So it's interesting how God, if you will, knows your footsteps. In 2018, my husband got diagnosed with stage 5 kidney disease and was told he would never work again. So that didn't rock my boat too much because I was bringing in a good income, that it didn't knock us off track too much. And that all went quite well. But as quickly as that business hit the top, it hit the bottom. The product got pulled out of Canada and my business got demolished. It was like, oh my gosh, this is it. So I knew that I had to do something now. I hadn't worked for, a long time, and I was just doing this online, and I had a passion to be online because I just learned so much from so many great people. So I was always looking and looking and looking. But in September here, I just lost my second son. So it was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I can't afford to go back into a state of depression because somebody's got to bring an income. Something's got to happen in this house. I need to come up with something. Well, 5 days later, video popped up, and I believe it might have been Red that was doing that. It was from Australia, and it was a video on Passive. So I thought, oh, I think I joined that on Passive. I'm going to watch this video. And I watched it and was absolutely blown away, going, is this for real? Like, man, I think I'm in this business, and this is what this business, how did I even miss this? If that video didn't pop in, I never would have even known until it all was up and going what any of this was about. So the more I got into learning and hearing about this and was so in shock about what had happened, I plugged back in and knew that I need to plug back in immediately before I crash. And so I've been learning the ropes and watching, Mike and yourself and Dan and Red and all you guys, and just in awe, going, how in the world could this be that simple? How how do I not have to build a team? And building a team was really intimidating to me because I don't have a clue how to build a team. And I've never worked online to that extent. But from my understanding, and I'm not sure, because that's one of the reasons I wanted to come on here today, was to talk to you fellas about this. How do you market this for us to start building a team? And I love building and meeting people and stuff, but I'm not sure how to promote and what platform I would use to even do that, to start to build a team to get this really going and off the ground. So I guess that would kind of be my question to all of you fellas on what you would suggest on being. I know it's not necessary to do that, but I'm a working woman and I have to go to work. So I really would love to know what platforms. The only platform I've ever used is Facebook. And so that's my goal, is to build a team and to get focused and really plug into the community. I love this community. So that's about it for my story. And I just want to thank you all for everything you put into this. It's just amazing.
Yeah. Hey, Barb, let's have a private conversation.
Okay.
And we can point you in the right direction. You'll absolutely love it. But let's do that because it's a little longer conversation than just a couple of minutes. So let's get a hold of Marty, Dan, or I. We can do a Skype and we can talk about it. Yeah, you're in the right place. You'll absolutely love what we have for you.
Yes.
Go ahead, Marty.
Hold on a minute. The dogs are barking. Barb, that was great. Yeah, we're live. Who knows what you're going to get on my end? Yeah, Barb, I'll get back with you. There's little things we can do. I'm going to move on to Marlon Mayo. Marlon has even met Ash. I remember that picture on Facebook, and he's teaming up with a young lady, and they have been interviewing some people from OnPassive. That's one way, Barb, to build a team, build your YouTube channel, and people like the other people are interviewing people too, and that works very, very well, by the way. Marlon, what is your story?
Oh, my. Marty, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to everyone for you and everyone for allowing me to be on this platform. And I got to tell you, I have met the most incredible people in OnPassive, you know, and even the people now that I'm interviewing and we talk to, it just brings so much excitement because all of us had this excitement about, you know, and when I met Ash, you know, I realized that OnPassive is changing the world one person at a time. And it started with Ash Mafaro, but it ends up going to all of us. And, you know, when we first get into it, sometimes we wonder, well, how much money can I make or this or that? What I talk to and I see people now, most of them don't do that because the money's there. It's a done deal. It's already there. It's going to happen. Okay, it's just going to happen. But what we think about now is how much money am I going to have that I can pass out to other people or that I can help other people? And it's going to change humanity. So let me go back to when I started or whatever. I started in September 1st, 2018. I got a call and like most of us, you know, you get that call and you hear the first thing and it's like, wait a minute, I've been in network marketing, I've been in MLM, and it doesn't work that easy, man. And number one, and she said, well, you know, he got this AI type thing and it puts people in your thing, you know, and I'm like, wait a minute, if I don't have to do nothing, there's no one in their right mind going to give me money, you know, that it just happens. Well, she said that and I said, no. I said, I'm not interested. I remember pulling out of the place. I was getting my car emissions tested. I pulled out of the place and I started going down the road and something told me, said, man, you could just made a stupid mistake. You know, it's $97. You spend more than that for a good meal, you know, and I no longer got home, which was 15 minutes. I called her back up and I said, look, Candace, I said, I want to join, you know. So I joined right then, not knowing that much about it. She had told me, she said, she said the guy who signed me up is Ken Russo, and said, that he said it's a good deal, and I believe Ken. I said, okay, well, okay. I said, I'm still, I don't understand how this all works and stuff. So I watched, and then Scott Nelson come on, and they did their videos and stuff, and I put a few people in, and so it come November of 2019, I had a chance. I was either going to go to Orlando or Vegas. I was planning on going to Vegas. I had to go sit through one of those little condo sales. We've all probably sat through them before. And so I was going to fly out there and just do it. It was $88 to get there. Well, then I looked at Orlando and it was $39. I said, man, I'll just go to Orlando. Not even thinking about Ash or anything at the time. But I don't believe things happen. Things happen for a reason. Okay, I flew to Orlando because I've been working a lot of hours in Nashville. I was working Lyft and Uber, and it was such a fun job that if I was in Nashville, I was driving because it was so much fun. It was like you get to party every night, but not have to pay for it, And so I go to Orlando, and I'm sitting in the place, and I got to watch my time because I get talking too much. I go to Orlando. I get a hold of Ash. I don't even remember how I got Ash, but anyway, I got a hold of Ash, and I said I would like to meet with you. He said, man, I'd love to meet with you, Milo. He says, but he said, I'm really busy. And I said, well, that's okay. I said, I got nothing but time. I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be at Denny's tonight from 8 to 11 or something. I said, I'll just wait for her. I'll drink coffee or something. And he said, I'm going to try to make it. Well, about 11 o'clock, 10:30, I got a text. He couldn't make it. Same thing happened the next night, which was no big deal. I'm there anyway, right? I'm just there enjoying my time. And so I told him, I said, well, the next day I said, I got to leave out at 4 o'clock. So I got to fly out at 3. And so at about 1:30, this guy comes through the door, and I'm not kidding you. It's like 40 feet away. I seen this guy with the biggest smile. The smile looked like bigger than Texas, And I stood up, and I remember him coming to me, and we kind of embraced, and he said, well, hello, brother, and I mean, it was like we were long lost brothers. We had never even met each other before. And, he sat down there with me, and I said, I'm not sure I understand it all. I said, I like what I'm seeing, but I don't really understand it all. So Ash pulls out a whiteboard, which was flipping over a Denny's placemat. And he starts drawing all this stuff, and he starts talking. And when you start listening to Ash, I mean, Ash's mind goes sometimes in 8 different directions at once. You have to kind of follow him, and sometimes you got to catch up later, or whatever. But he was doing one of those numbers on me, and it was so exciting, all the stuff that he was telling me, and he's drawing it all out. And even to this day, I don't understand what all those drawings meant. I just knew that I believed in the guy, and I knew that the energy that guy gave me was incredible. And the passion in his heart when he talked, you can feel it. I mean, that he's telling the truth, that it didn't matter that he had all this money or whatever. He wanted to take everyone along with him. And that's a goal that I think all of us had. I started out at 16 years old with Amway. I've been with every one of them, Melaleuca, you name them, I've been with them, and I've made a little bit of money, but I never sustained. And the reason is because with MLMs and network marketing, you got people at the bottom that, pretty soon they can't pay their thing, and then it just moves on up, and you're either rebuilding your team all the time, or you're going out because you're paying the money, the monthly fee. And so when he said there is no monthly fee, it's like, man, it don't get any better than this. That's what I thought in 2019. I can tell you it's got much better than that since then. The stuff he blows me away, what he tells us all the time. But such an incredible person, and it's just so good to be in this community. And I feel like that, when you get in this community, the people that you meet are incredible, and what they think and how they think, and where we're actually going with this, and that it's not about me. It's about us. It's about humanity. It's about helping the whole world. And I think if we can, we continue that, which Ash Mufarov, that's what he brings to the table and teaches all of us. that this place is just gonna, I mean, it's so exciting. I can't sleep at night, you know, and like I said, we're having these, Julie Milo show, you know, and I'm meeting all these incredible people that I've met, and we put the videos out there and put the videos out there for anyone to use. It's not for us. It's for anyone to use those videos and to market. If you're looking for, you know, you want to know how is it going to help the, you know, the real estate business. There's a video on that. How's it going to help car salesmen? How's it going to help all these different things? And it might spark something in your mind to say, oh, I didn't even think of that, you know. And I love talking to people about it. But I know my time's up, so I got to get going. But thank you so much for allowing me to be on. I love every one of you. And also, I've been through a lot of stuff this year, but I got to tell you, I'm the most blessed man in the world. Nashville got hit with a tornado this year. I should have been downtown driving at the time. I actually took the night off because my car had problems, and so I'm at home, and so I don't get hit by the tornado. And then, of course, as you guys know, I picked up COVID. You know, COVID hit, and I was about 13 weeks, and I thank all of you that prayed for me, because I know I honestly, once that email went out, and it wasn't about me, but they picked up a post that Julia did, and she said, please pray for Milo, you know, or whatever. And I don't even know if anyone's seen it, but I feel like that there was 242,000 people praying for me, and I got better, you know, and I didn't even know if I was going to make it. And then, you know, we had the bombing the other day. Of course, I wasn't down there, but so we've gone through some stuff. But I tell you what, I'm still so excited about what's happening with Own Passive that it just blows my mind. And it's a thrill to be here with you, Marty. Thanks, and Dan and Mike and everyone for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Wow, Milo. Now I know your amazing story. Amazing. I'm getting interviewed by you guys next Monday, by the way.
I know.
Be gentle, okay?
We got Dan coming up too. Dan's coming up.
Well, you don't have to be gentle with Dan. Me, you gotta.
Yeah. Okay, Marty.
You got me on tomorrow, Milo.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
they're easy on me now.
But man, we had Susie on today, and we had Julie and Susie were doing the hula hoop.
Oh my God!
So look for that show tomorrow. Hula hoop. I call them the hula hopping honeys.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. You're not going to see me doing that, okay? I don't care what the interview is.
Well, we got the hula hoop for you. They got it. That's something we do.
I don't make hula hoops that big. All right. Anyway, thanks everybody. Milo, fantastic. Barb, thank you for coming. Alberto, you're the best. Daryl, always. Red, Mike and Dan, have a blessed day. This will be recorded on YouTube, and we'll put it in on Passive Nation. I'll see y'all. Thank you very much. I mean that.
Thanks.